And mirror flip. Bam. Cool. All right, got applesauce. That's there. Cool. 1.5 cups of flour. Okay. Half cup sugar. Karen, how are ya? How you doing today? How's your Monday? Hope today was a nice, easy start to your week. Nothing too stressful, I hope. Good. All right. Half cup sugar, boom. Yeah. So what are you planning for dinner tonight? What you got going? Baking soda? There we go. Two teaspoons. Okay, we got a half teaspoon of salt. Oh, you went out? Nice. What'd you guys have? Just half teaspoon of salt. 1/3. I need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Where are you? All right. 1.5 teaspoons cinnamon. Oh, Popeyes, no way. Yo, I haven't had Popeyes in so long. Oh man, what'd you have? Please tell me a 3-piece. It's like one of my That's like one of my favorite fried chicken places, hands down. Yo, you got Churches? Oh man, just as good. Fucking yo, because I remember. I think the only time I've ever had Iron Maiden. What's good? Yeah, 3-piece. Ooh, that's so good. Because I remember the first time I had Churches. I was at my homeboy's place in Vancouver, and Bianca, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Iron Maiden, not much, man. Just chilling. Just making up a little bit of the what do you call it? The apple fritter batter, so I can get that setting and just like chilling before I give it a deep fry. What was I saying? Yeah, the first time I had Church's chicken, I was like blown away by how close it was to like a Popeyes chicken. It's a little bit different, but overall, it's just delicious. How's my Monday? It's going really well, thank you. Today was like relatively productive. Got a bunch of I guess digital stuff done, but yeah, nothing too crazy. How was yours, man? Hope it was a really good Monday. I hope it was a good start to your week, actually. Smokey, good evening to you, sir. How are you? And Rebecca, hi. How are you? Welcome, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. How's your guys' Monday? What is an apple fritter? Basically, it's like it's almost like an old-fashioned donut, if you will, right? Because what that means is essentially like everything can kind of just be thrown into a bowl and mixed just like you would like a pancake batter or any of that good stuff. You just give it a little bit of time to rest, just to come up to like room temperature, let all the ingredients just kind of set because of the baking powder. It'll rise, and then when you deep fry it, it'll puff up a little bit, which would be awesome. Monday's good. Right on, dude. Rebecca, I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? Yes, they do. Actually, I'm pretty sure, like, if you're in Canada, a lot of places will sell an apple fritter. I do recommend, if you do try an apple fritter, try the ones from, is it Safeway? If you go to Safeway at, like, 8:30 in the morning, that's when they're, like, 8 or 9:30. I'm going to say, like, 9 o'clock, right in the middle, is when they all come out fresh from, like, the bakery side, and they're so dank. Like, you get a couple cronuts, a couple apple fritters, like a gnarly coffee. It's awesome. You got smoked baby back ribs, parsley boiled potatoes, and oh my lord, yes. My man, you're going to take a nap? Hell yeah. Yeah, Safeway's Bakery is like, they have a really good baking program. What I really love about them is like you can get like cakes on demand, and they're always very, very good. All right, so I need 3 tablespoons of applesauce. So I didn't have any applesauce, so I made my own, right? This is just 1 whole apple, a dash of sugar, and a dash of water, and you just blend the shit out of it. So I need 3 tablespoons of that. Do. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just eyeball it. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Yeah, Smokey is getting his food on, man. Impact. Hey, what I'm making tonight is I'm doing a really simple, almost like a picnic style pasta salad. I got some roasted pork loin in the oven right now. Yeah, it's just roasting away, 325. I'm going to keep it on nice and low, get that thing going. For dessert, I'm going to be doing a nice apple fritter, which I'm working on right now. Kelly, hey, how are you doing? Impact, of course, man. You know what I mean? Doors open, we'll have a plate for you. No worries. Make some kari kari. Oh, man, I'm on tomorrow for a live, so I actually might make some. I have to go get some groceries. Ivan, long time no see, man. How you doing, bro? How's your Monday? Always looking for new recipes. All right. Hey, right on. Yeah, because remember this pasta salad is pretty basic, right? But it's one of those recipes that's awesome to have. Like you can have it as a side and then continually keep adding stuff to it. Yeah, it's my universal pasta salad recipe. And again, I just have like a basic pork loin that I've just had in the oven at 325 for about the last hour or so. You know what I mean? So it's just slowly cooking out. It's just going to roast on its own till I got to pull it. I'm going to probably pull in about 45 minutes, get it rested, and just give it a quick slice. Yeah, Ivan, it's going pretty good, man. Today was super, super duper productive, man. Can't complain. Lambo, you didn't miss much, man. I just jumped on here. Thank you so much for joining, dude. I appreciate it. What's the best dish to add alcohol in? I can't actually talk. Natalie, thank you so much. You graduated today. Hey, my man. Congratulations, dude. You made it. Hell yeah. So at least if you're graduated, enjoy your summer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, cook burritos sometime. Absolutely, man. Oh man, you know what? I might do a kari kari burrito, if anything, tomorrow. Yo, put dubs in the chat for Ivan, man. He just graduated today. My man. Okay, so the best dish to put alcohol in all honesty, I love classic menus that have things like brandy, things that use cognac, stuff like that. So if I was to say any liqueur or any alcohol, it would be a crepe Suzette. You can have it for breakfast. You can have it for a dessert. You know what I mean? Or a brunch item. It's awesome. You just got up because you worked at the carnival all week. Oh, yeah. And it was hot too, right? Sapporo, hey! Long time no see. How you doing? Right on, dude. What's in the pasta salad? It's going to be very simple. So I got some kaptavi. This is like macaroni's like sexier cousin. It's just a bigger spiral. And then it's just going to be frozen corn, frozen edamame, and frozen peas. And then we're just going to season it up as is, right? So I'm going to serve that with some nice sliced pork, some barbecue pork, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we're going to do some apple fritters. Yeah, dude. That's next on the menu? Absolutely. I mean, I could, yeah, I haven't, it is Tuesday tomorrow. So I could do like a version of like Taco Tuesday with like a burrito. We did have a request for some kare kare, so I might do like an infusion, I think. I think that'd be tight. Sapporo, hey man, we're doing really well. I know Shannon and my little one, they're doing pretty good. Shannon's just on her way home right now, so she'll probably be home in about 20 minutes. Tired with working with the kids? Yeah, dude. I can imagine. That shit, like any festival, just like when I used to work Stampede, it's exhausting. Nice. Yo, what are you doing with the carnival? You doing food? You doing maintenance? You doing like rides? Stuff like that? What are you saying? And Clark, I'm in Calgary, Alberta, my friend. Okay, so I got to dice up 2 apples, throw that in there as well. You work rides? Dope. Yo, what's the best ride you guys got going? Because I remember at like most of the, especially like for things like the Stampede, or if we were to do like Universal or Disneyland, as long as it got like a drop of fear, that's like my ride. Or like a gnarly roller coaster. The zipper, yeah. That thing is a classic too. You be spinning as it goes around. Damn. All right, so with the apple fritter apples, so we're going to put whole apples in here. And what I like to do primarily with this is you cut them rustically, but you do want to have pieces roughly about this big. All right, and the reason being is because these will actually cook out in the dough. So it doesn't necessarily have to be extremely uniform, but you do want them to not be like ultra small, right? Because essentially if you want that apple flavor in there, you want to have chunks. Plus that's the reason we have apple sauce that goes in. Okay, so, and you do want your apples to like really shine. The cool part about this recipe too is you don't necessarily have to do apples. It does help because they're a much sturdier fruit, but you could use a little like slightly underripe peaches. You can use pears, stuff like that. Any type of stone fruit, I feel, really goes the distance. Oh, you work at the P&E? Yo, do they still got that fucking wood roller coaster thing with that the single bar that goes? That thing freaks me out, man. I was telling Shannon doesn't mind it, but I'm like, oh, I'm falling out of this thing. Matt, thank you so much for the follow, bro. I appreciate you for being here. Can you substitute the pears with horseradish? You can, but like when you bite into it, you're gonna be like, bow, whap, just right to the dome. Because I think deep frying it might actually like encourage this crazy flavor. Score job with the Red River. Oh man, damn. Your orientation is July 4th, right on. Hey Phyllis, how are you? Good evening to you as well. How are you? How's your Monday? And Inland Official, I'm from Calgary, Alberta. The home of we're eventually going to be warm here. Good. Oh, what country am I from? I'm Filipino flavored. Usually when you ask that, usually most people would say, what do you call it? What's your nationality or what's your heritage? Potatoes and veg? No. Essentially tonight, dude, I am just doing a relatively, just a cool macaroni salad, and just like a nice hit of roasted pork to go with it. Pretty easy. Saan ka sa Pilipinas, pre? You know how we do? Yeah, you have to excuse me though. My Tagalog is not good. If you were to yell that at me, just like my titas, I would almost be able to understand you. Justin, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, Kelly, it's gonna be not too bad. So pretty well-rounded overall. Just dinner, dessert, nothing too crazy. Because again, it's a little bit hot out, so I don't want to be logged down with too much. Because Shannon's going to she has gaming tonight, and I don't want her to be all ganked for that. Okay, so I got those are in, applesauce is in. All I need now is 1/3 cup of milk and 2 eggs, and then we're going to give that thing a mix. Okay. And as well, since I don't have milk, I'm actually going to use just 1/3 cup. Damn, all right. Yeah, I'm actually going to use double creamer. This will add a level of density. It's not entirely like whipped cream, but it will add a level of density that heavier cream will definitely bring to the table. Justin, hey, right on, man. Then hello and evening to you, chef, as well. What do you like cooking? Yeah, I always love meeting other chefs, other people that have great insights. Because again, you know how it is. We're not always right. So I love hearing what other people are saying when it comes to their food. Heifer dust. fucking heifer dust, bro. All right, so I'm just gonna give this thing just a quick mix up. And again, what you're looking for here is just you're trying to create more or less a dough, right? Nothing too crazy, just enough to incorporate the flour and get all that dry ingredient mixed in. Okay, and of course, it depends on sea level. So if it's a little bit on the dry side, because I know it will be slightly drier here, I might just add in an extra dash of what do you call it? Of the creamer, just to kind of loosen up the dough. Because when I do fry this, it will be done. I'm going to use an ice cream scoop into the fryer, but I think, yeah, looking pretty wet. It's good. Yeah, this will work. Okay, so since it has the baking soda in it, what you're trying to do is just try to incorporate that your dry ingredient as best you can through the bowl. Okay, scrape down your sides and let that do its thing for a second. Robert, hey, how you doing? And Keaton, what is good with you guys? How's your Monday? You have your own fine dine spot. Right on, dude. Yeah, I haven't done fine dine in almost, I'm going to say at least 7 years now. CNA Steakhouse, that's dope. And Robert, I'm doing really well, man. It's pretty easy, nice, productive Monday. Let's see, what's on the menu? Tonight we are doing a basic, what do you call it, picnic style pasta salad, super universal. What I like about the recipe though is that if you want to make additions or what do you call it, just, you know what I mean, just modify it, you can. It's one of those like super universal recipes which pretty much anyone at home can achieve, which is pretty sweet. I also have some nice pork loin that's just been roasting at 325 just in the oven. I'll probably pull it in about I'm gonna say I'm gonna pull it and rest it in about 30 minutes or so. And then for dinner we have some nice apple fritters. Cerebral palsy awareness. Hey man, thank you so much. Yes, it should be a pretty. It'll be light, but still filling. Very like not super heavy, but you know, overall pretty good. It's all good, Lambo. Some people just don't. Some people don't catch it right away, or my big ass like 5 head just covering it. Yes, I did get a job at a really nice restaurant nearby, which is awesome. Nothing too complicated. It's like more like elevated bar food, but the team is amazing. I can't stress that enough. It's like the problem I've had with like most of the places that I've been at, especially when it comes to things like higher end or fine dine, I find a lot of the kitchens have been extremely toxic. You know, from top to bottom mostly. As a person that's been a sous chef or a chef, I always try to encourage a you know, a respectful environment where everyone is heard, seen, you know, try to like lower the amount of toxicity from front to back. But no, in this place, everyone's supportive. It's a long time team. Yeah, I can't complain. Like it's incredible when you can walk into a place and a lot of the guys have been there 5+ years. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I really cherish because I think I'm like the third hire within the last 4 years. Like the turnover is so low that yeah, they just haven't no one's really quit, and the people that lowered their hours haven't left either. So yeah. It's a unicorn of a restaurant, I will say. Hold on, I'm just gonna give these things a rinse. Okay, so in the big pot, right now I just got some water just coming up to a nice steady simmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simmer off a good hit of, what do you call it, that Kaptavi. All right, I'm just going to bring that up now that it's starting to boil. Yeah, to be honest with you, I've only been in for a week, and everyone's really proven that it's genuinely a hardworking, understanding, and loving place, man. Like, and everyone's super, super duper into their jobs. Yeah, I mean, because it's the only place I've ever heard of or where I've seen where a lot of the guys, they're younger dudes, right? In their late 20s, early 30s, and you know, the chef is like, yeah, you know, we'd always try to make sure that like whatever they want to do, we encourage. Like I said, I'm a filmmaker, videographer as well, and a musician and a composer. And he's like, sweet, just let us know at least 2 weeks ahead of time if you need to have like days off to take gigs. Yeah, the sous chefs, they like going to raves and festivals. So he's like, yeah, they just save up their days off and they just take off for the 2 weeks or whatever. Days a week, where some chef owners will just pop in sometimes. Yeah, and I've worked at a couple places like that where they're mostly like clipboard guys. Not to say it's bad. I mean, they have great restaurants that really run well. I just find like after working in so many different restaurants over the last 25 years, how do I put it? There's a lot of developed egos, and it's kind of like different depending on where you go. I found that like when it came to like traditional and high-end French, I've worked with a lot of guys with really big egos but inability to actually like execute their menus, genuinely treat their staff with respect. You know what I mean? They get worked up and stressed out for like no reason during their like busy times of the day, which to me is kind of hilarious because, you know, I just figured like, you know, if you have like 20 years experience, you should be able to run your line and expo and all that stuff in a pretty cohesive manner, right? As well as like you'd be able to delegate your stuff correctly. But in this place, it's really nice to see that the cohesion of and delegation of certain amounts of work is pretty good. What is apple fritters? It is basically like it's like a traditional donut. It's a classic donut that's how do I put it? I don't know. It's one of those like everything gets mixed in one bowl, does their thing. Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I've always respected really hands-on. How do I put it? In my career as a chef or as a sous chef, what I respect most out of any restaurant, especially when there's a what do you call it? A very vocal chef, very active chef. What I respect most in any kitchen is when I see the chef working, right? Because then I know he's invested and he's not just there for a paycheck. Because I've seen a lot of those as well. I guess in different types of restaurant industries, like the hotels or the casinos, stuff like that. It's kind of they get paid a lot more, but they're really not present. In some cases, I met some guys that are super invested. Yeah, and those are people I call peers and associates to this day. Hey, Lambo, man, if you're tired, man, go get some rest. I know you're going to be busy for the next little bit here. So that's just going to be what it is. And yo, Sapporo, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you. And I think somebody else hit me up some roses as well. Where did I see that? And Kaz, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you. Yeah, Lambo, man, you have a good rest of your night, dude. Okay, so I'm just gonna cook off the rest of the kaptavi in this. Yeah, so it's just a little bit of water, a little bit of salt. We're just gonna let it go. Yeah, you also do catering too, hey? Yeah, me too. I really enjoyed not necessarily doing like the large party catering for like whole weddings. That's really not what I wanted to do. I actually prefer to do small party catering, so things like again the events leading up to the wedding. So like the bride and groom, like bachelorette parties, birthdays, anniversaries, stuff like that. You know, anywhere between like 15 to 30 people, especially at an in-home type of thing. What do I play in the music world? I kind of do everything. I actually went to school for recording engineering. So I do most of like compositions. I've been able to compose music and as well as deal with sound, I guess on 6 short films in the last 8 weeks or so. As well as yeah, as well as like other you know bigger things like that. But when I do play or I make my own music, it's usually like hardcore or metalcore, punk, stuff like that. As well as electronics. So I do like trance, dubstep, drum and bass, trap music, and other stuff. Yeah, but yo, Justin, I'll be real. I love like that's the one thing that is super enjoyable about doing catering for large events, like 2 to 400. It's like literally a challenge, especially when it's not your own kitchen. That's one of my favorite things. Can I make a funny noise? Achoo! Grab just a spatula. Alright, let that thing cook off. Yo, 2 to 300 is awesome though. Do I play an instrument? Yeah, I play guitar. Is my main thing. You know, guitar and bass for me are kind of interchangeable, but I have to teach myself piano and a bunch of other instruments like drums, but I'm not good at those primarily.
I am getting rocked by lag.
You getting lag again?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, just struggling with life
Yo, just here. Oh yeah. Hey, pasta salad ain't for anybody, but it's great to see you, man. I appreciate you for joining in.
See if I can come back.
Yeah, but the fun kind. Yes. See, that's what. Again, this is why we cook, right? Just because when we get in there, and you're just doing your 8 to 16 hours, you know what I mean? It's that end result. It's when you get to the plates, plate it up gorgeous, send it out, see the look in their eyes, and like how they eat it. That's what we live for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, leg is under shit.
Oh no. You're here for the dessert? Hey, right on, dude. Okay, so actually I'll just put it into this bowl. Okay, so for the dressing, so we're gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna wait till the pasta's cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and then just throw it into let it cool down, drain it out, let that do its thing. I'm gonna then rinse off the noodles, and then I'm gonna put it into the dressing here. So for the dressing, what I'm thinking is. Do. Now, where? There we are. This. Go to this. Yeah, because right now I'm just trying to like find any excuse to like just kind of empty out the fridge, if you will. So, Shotgun Richie, what is good, man? How you doing? Yeah, see, but that's the thing. You have the freedom to have your own hours, which is great. Because that's what I want to have in the future. Because I don't necessarily want to run my own restaurant. That's not something I'm super interested in. But to do something with food as a filmographer. And then I can actually dictate the hours I want to work, the days of the week that I want to work, etc., etc. You saw Rasta Pasta? Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. Like, I heard what do you call it? Jamaican pasta salad or Haitian pasta salad. It's fire. So I'm gonna just start with a little bit of mayonnaise. All right. So I also got a little bit of this horseradish mayonnaise just to add that zing. Just gonna put a small dash of that in. Okay. I'm gonna hit with just a little bit of lemon juice. Right, lemon juice, and then just a lid full of vinegar for an extra bit of sour. Yeah. 3 kids, dude. I get that. I mean, I only have the one, but I mean, to have any kid, you want to be able to spend the time, and I respect that. 100%. It better be dank. Expect no less. Oh, I appreciate that. So I got these in, and then of course, since it is more like a picnic style, I'm gonna add in about 3 tablespoons of just granulated sugar. Get that sweetness, and then I got a little bit of sour cream. Okay. Gonna add in just a good hit of that. Okay. I'd say about a quarter cup. And then let's add in the stuff. Add in the stuff. Okay, so that's the basic dressing, and then at this point you can just start giving it seasonings, right? So
Father's Day this weekend. Any barbecue ideas? Can Hills. I know burgers are on there.
yo, burgers for sure. To be honest, dude, braised ribs. You know, you've been watching me do ribs. You know what I mean? Boil out some ribs, get them simmering, low heat for like 8 hours. Feel me? Pull them off out of the juice. Let them like cool off on the rack, and then slice individual ribs. right? Then you're gonna take those, cover it, like brush those with some light barbecue sauce, hit them on the grill just so they kind of gives it a little bit of crisp on the outside, give that nice sear, right? Serve those up with some nice extra Cajun seasoning or something like that. Yeah, back ribs, absolutely. Because then they're handheld, you know what I mean? You just got to pick it up. It falls off the bone every single time. You're laughing with that. What other things? Because burgers are good. I'd also recommend, of course, like it's Father's Day, so I mean, we ain't picky. You know how it is. So I would do hot dogs as well. Yo, get some chili. You know, you feel me? Get some chili. Make some chili. Like you can go get those really thin baguettes, right? Go get some chili. Slice that shit. Put the chili on the inside of the baguette. Boom. Hit it with some liquid cheese. Then you got some like, what do you call it? Just like sloppy Joe type things. Yo, ribs, 100%. I would go with ribs all day over steak, but I love steak. Don't get me wrong. Yo, C8, come on, man. You know, you always want to feel some of that. All right, so I got this thing going right here. So just go ahead and check on that pasta.
Salmon on a cedar plank.
Salmon on a cedar plank, yes, but he's looking for handheld. So, salmon actually is a really great idea. But then if you did salmon on a cedar plank, do sushi bites. Like go make sushi rice, right? Let it cool off in a pan, slice squares, and then you're gonna serve your cedar plank salmon like lightly crumbled up on top of each of the squares of sushi rice, a little bit of like QP mayo mixed in with a little bit of sriracha. Boom, some sesame seeds, a little bit of green onion. Easy to go. Bacon wrapped. Oh, yo, actually, speaking of bacon wrapped barbecue wieners, you can do bacon wrapped hot dogs inside of puff pastry. So you make like a, what do you call it, pigs in a blanket. Those things will always go. Banana the mid. That's enough out of you. My man knows. Yeah, do ribs and burgers, but make sure you cut up the ribs individually. Feel me? Because if you just give them like slabs, that shit's gonna go so quickly, and then everyone else is gonna be like, "Aw," and you're gonna be like, "Ah." It's a classic. All right, so it's happening again. All right, so to the mix. Sorry, to this I added some crispy onions. I'm gonna add some paprika. Just get that smokiness on the onions. And then I gotta find some like powdered garlic.
It's right there.
Hey, you calm down. All right, just because I'm blind as a motherfucker. So I'm gonna add in just a touch of curry as well. So B plates on laps, yeah. Yo, hands down, Justin, you know what I'm saying? Like pigs in a blanket, it's like kind of like corn dogs without sticks, right? Those things will go so quickly. I did pigs in a blanket for this catering gig. I did, here it is, garlic powder. I did in December for, was it for CSIF? Yeah, it was for the CSIF Stinger Awards for like the short films. And I did pigs in a blanket. Those things were the first things to go. You know what I'm saying? And then, also if you got puff pastry, do like you guys been watching my my page for a little while. Try out some of those puff pastry ideas, right? You can just take your puff pastry, cut squares, just bake those off with some cheese on them. You know what I'm saying? You can also do like some taco meat on top of that, and then just serve them with some nice sauces on top, right? You can get real creative. That red potato salad. Yo, that stuff is dank. Hell yeah. With a dash of Tabasco. Yeah, see, I like their potato salad if you hit it with like Frank's or like any of those other, like this, like Cholula. Right? Also, if you get boiled eggs, you cut those up and just throw that into the mix as well. Fire. Super gnarly. All right, so then I got, so it's paprika, crispy onions and a little bit of garlic powder in. All right, so that will be my overall dressing. I'm gonna go ahead and pull nice, because I do want these to be relatively soft. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain these things out. Boom. Yeah, let that do its thing. All right. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fill the bottom of this again, just with a little bit of water, so I can just heat up the frozen vegetables. And then after that, I'm going to drain those out, let that cool down with the noodles, throw everything into this, toss it up, boom. That's good to go. The roast is almost there. And then, yeah, once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and fill this thing full of just a little bit of layer of oil. And we're home free. So to this, I also have a little bit of this smoke flavored cheddar, like smoky cheddar. Changing lives, man. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so it's going to be just, or you can use like a smoked Gruyere. You can use any type of mixed cheddar you want, really. Right? I ain't holding you down. It's all good. All right. And to this kind of recipe too, you could add things like kimchi, right? Which I think would be a really great addition. Okay. Make that shit super wet. And then to the wet ingredients as well, I got some extra tomato and I got some extra cucumber lying around. I'm going to go ahead and toss those in cold, just cuz. Might as well get these out of my fridge.
What veggies are you putting in?
The vegetables I'm going to be putting in is I got frozen corn. I got frozen corn, frozen edamame beans, and frozen peas. Then as well, right now, I'm going to just cut up really roughly some tomatoes, a little bit of cucumber. Just because then I can get these out of my fridge and they act like a nice extra cold vegetable that give that thing some extra veg on it.
Jason has a compliment for you.
Yo, hey Jason, thank you, man. That's how we try to do around here. I'm trying to create an atmosphere. Because again, this channel isn't for necessarily like like professional chefs. We do have regular or like professional chefs that do come through here, but I'm trying to make this accessible. I'm trying to make this stuff that you can do at home. You feel me? We all been there, and I want to encourage the people that do follow this page to, just get their game up, right? Make everything that they make with love. Make it high flavor, make it dank. You know what I mean? That's what we're here. How do you make a tender steak for barbecue? To be honest with you, it starts either with a marinade or the type of meat, or the cut of meat, sorry. Yeah, and you can also do other things like tenderizing it, which means that you're going to take like a mallet or a meat tenderizer to it, put like a little bit of cellophane or like plastic wrap, right? And just give it a small beat down to break up the fiber. And then when you put that into your marinade, it's going to infuse that flavor in, and that's going to help get broken down within the marinade. And then just give it a quick grill. Hey, Jason, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know how it is. We got to support each other as chefs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Lion Dog, hey, you know what I'm saying? You've never tried my food, bro. You're always in here with your sweet words and your soft hands. Goddamn. Yes, you know how it is. Like, cooking at work is different. It hits different. We cook different, right? Because again, I'm running like when I cook at any of the other restaurants, we're running a brigade. You know what I mean? You're going from back to the expo to the middle. Feel me? You never had? Oh, you're a Red Seal chef? Oh, man. Right on. Good for you. You see, Justin? That's what I'm saying. We do have other chefs in here, but they love showing off like their pretension. You feel me? And I mean, yo, hey, Lion Dog, you don't have to waste your time here, man. If you're that good, get on live. Show people how to actually cook, man. You feel me? Like, influence people. Be influential. Why are you wasting your time here? Yo, but I also find, Justin, I also find cooking at home, especially for people that you love, your family, all that, they appreciate it. You know what I mean? You don't get to talk to all your customers when they roll through. I mean, I was able to speak to a lot of the people that sat down and ate my food when I worked at a retirement home. But at the end of the day, a lot of them, it was just kind of like, just kind of food for them, right? Whereas like in the fine dine game, you always try to go out, you always try to greet your restaurants or you greet your guests, but a lot of the time you don't want to because they're kind of busy talking to like the people that they're with, right? You don't want to take them away from that. Yeah, I mean, but like that's what I'm saying though. That's why I couldn't stand working a lot of fine dine places because all they care about is their opinion, right? But they don't have anything to back it. You feel me? Like they love talking, love it. Again, I put out a video on my YouTube channel about pretentious cooks, and I'm going to be putting out another video coming up here that talks about toxic chef culture and pretension, stuff like that. So basically, something like that was kind of brought up. Because they have nothing to gain from it, right? All they want is to like just boost their egos, you know what I mean? Flex their little dicks, etc., etc. It's kind of funny.
My finger slipped.
Oh, your finger slipped. Oh, that's a shame.
I don't think he was in there anymore, but he's just not coming back now.
Yeah, I mean it's all good. Again, the problem with like, you know, guys like him, oh, I'm a Red Seal. I'm like, cool. How many years have you been cooking? I've been in for 25 years. I mean, what makes you better than me? Probably a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to admit I'm not the best fucking chef in the world, but what I do try to do is encourage, right? And that's what great chefs do, is encourage people, right? At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. That's what we got to do. All right, so this, I'm going to go ahead and add in my corn, edamame, and peas. Oh, thanks, Lynn. You know how it is. I'm just trying my best out here. Yeah, and Justin, if you don't know, I've been in kitchens my whole life. And I don't have a Red Seal. I started as a dishwasher 25 years ago. Right? And all I do try to promote is that, sure, you can go to school, but what it does take to be a great chef is just hard work, determination, and learning, right? Constant learning. I met a lot more Red Seal chefs that have less skills in this industry in the last 20 years than I have ever in any other career path.
Well, the problem with like this and taking a mallet to the steak, you don't know why someone needs that meat to be tenderized and chewable, right? Like
Absolutely.
The question came from someone who is accounted for cerebral palsy awareness.
Yep.
Motor skills are a whole thing. Make it accessible. Stop having ego.
Yeah, accessibility. Like Shannon said, it's they also didn't understand or maybe even question why a person would ask why you would need something tenderized. You know what I mean? The person that was asking maybe cerebral palsy. At the same time, I worked at a retirement home. I understand ailments. I understand people's necessity for specific types of foods. Yeah, Jason, the weird thing about having the Red Seal is that it doesn't come with an exceptional amount. Like when you get your Red Seal, about maybe I'd say about 25% of the people that have their red seals, or sorry, get a red seal, have already been in the industry, so they kind of get it. Whereas like I've worked with a lot of kids that came out, I have a red seal, automatically I'm a chef. The correlation isn't really necessarily correct. Just like guys that are like, I'm an electrician, but I would say add another 10 years to that, and you can actually like, you'll have the proper like education and skill set and experiences. What edamame tastes like? It's like again, it's like I think how do I explain it? It's like peas, but
I
stiffer.
Green bean.
Yeah, it's like a green bean, but stiffer. You know what I'm saying? It has a little bit more bite to it. Has a lot of texture in terms of the legume. Yeah, there's just something about it. It's just a little bit more satisfying when you eat it. Jason, I would definitely, in my experience, I would say I would agree with you. Just because, again, I've, you can continue learning, and like 12 hours a day, 6 days a week for like 20 years will definitely kind of push you to have a good amount of experience. But I'm not going to say like I was the most confident at the beginning part of my career. It took me like at least 10, 12 years to be like fully confident as like a leader or a chef or a sous chef in my role, just because, again, leading people is to me very difficult. Do I own my own restaurant? No. I think next year I might take the plunge with my homeboy, and we'll do our first pop-up at the Stampede and for Lilac Fest. Are we short on water in Calgary? We're not necessarily short.
We're still under water restrictions.
I mean, we still have water restrictions. Yes, we haven't hit that level where like everyone's like, hey, we're going to limit houses to like 4 liters. But yeah, I mean, we are definitely, you know what I mean? Freshen up. Right? You know what I'm saying? We getting them wet naps, wet nap showers out. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out the pork loin. Hell yeah. Nice roasted. So because earlier today, as it was roasting, I went ahead and I brushed it with a little bit of barbecue sauce. Right? We're just going to let that do its thing for at least 15 minutes before I slice it. You tapped right out. He needs a TikTok seatbelt.
I do that all the time.
Yo, Shannon says the same thing. She's like, "Oh, I left by accident."
Say I yeeted myself.
Yeah, she got yeeted. All right, so then I got this guy. I'm just going to let that come up to a simmer because you do want to warm up and slightly break down the edamame. Because you can eat like roasted edamame, and it's very, very has a good bulk to it, very good bite. Darts or vape? I vape. I quit smoking like cigarettes a little while ago just because, man, they're expensive out here, and I can't. I gotta quit. You know what I'm saying? So at least hitting like a 3 milligram vape allows me to be on a plane or traveling without necessarily having to hit nicotine. In that moment. Hobbit, man, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Mia, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you. All right, so now this has just come to a boil. So now it's at a boil. I'm going to wait 60 seconds, right? We'll get that thing into the pasta strainer as well. I'm going to then just let that cool down on its own, do its thing. Then I'm going to add it to this guy. I'm going to fill this guy up with some old oil that I got. Boom. Throw that in, and we're gonna start deep frying some apple fritters. Because if you look,
get reds, they're $5 a pack.
Say that again. If you get reds, they're $5 a pack. No, I don't think we have those anymore. Because I know, like back when I was getting desperate, we used to go to like the reservation, and pick up like res cartons, and they're like $35 for a carton, and it was not good. Like I was like, yo, I can't be smoking these, man. But yeah, I do enjoy hitting the vape just because at the same time I can also get away with vaping kind of generally anywhere. If I'm if I'm what do you call it? Careful, have panache. I'm not saying you should. Just saying that like I have like habits that I can kind of meet anywhere. Second breakfast time. Oh man, there's something about a second breakfast that just hits. You know what I'm saying? It just hits the right way, man. Potatoes.
Boil them, mash them,
Put them in a stew. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, take these. I'm gonna go ahead and dump them over top of my strained pasta. Boom. Right? Just give this a quick dry. Boom. And then while that's still warm, I'm going to just add in just some of this oil that I got reserved. Because again, I'm not going to go with like these huge, massive fritters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of do small little guys using a small ice cream scoop.
Hold on. Yep.
Aw, tum-tums.
We did see a kitty. This is Moo. This is our other kitty. Normally you see Bandit. This one's not as social. She's very fat though.
Hi, tum-tums.
With her tummy.
Yay. She's my favorite. You see the kitty? Yeah, we love her. She was my first ever kitten, given to me as a gift from my sister, and yeah, she's an old lady, but I love her. Do we make money? Yes, but we do need to hit a specific threshold of what do you call it? Like, if you guys give me gifts, I can still cash out on those gifts, which is no problem. I do get hit on like a little bit of taxes coming and going, which is fine. But I do know that at a certain threshold, I don't know what it is, like 50,000 followers or something like that. Something absolutely ridiculous for someone like me. You can actually start making money on your posts or something like that. But yeah, no, that's why for someone like myself, I just recently started a Patreon. If you guys wanted to help support anything that I do, because again, it'll help me be able to release my cookbook by the end of the year, and stuff like that, and help build out a community outside of TikTok. Yeah, Shannon is hilariously allergic as well to our cats.
Yeah, my arm's already itchy from
Yeah. So brutal. All right, so just gonna go ahead and just get a quick cool down on these nudes and the corn. Give that a quick drain as well.
Do you think the cookbook would be out before Christmas? I don't think so.
No, if anything, it'll probably be out like as of like January 1st, or like even maybe a little bit earlier.
You're hoping?
That's my goal, but at the same time, I still got to find like a way to get like everything kind of, when I make the food, I have to take photos of it, and I haven't gotten to the habit of doing that yet, because again, I'm just kind of making stuff as we go. But I am going to be using what do you call it, the live footage and stuff like that as like as kind of a format for the cookbook. But yeah, what comes with it though, it'll be a cookbook. It'll have your what I really want is to have accessibility. So, you know what I mean? So people that have a harder time reading, stuff like that, can follow the cooking tutorials that I'll have attached to it. And I think that will be quite meaningful, as well as, yeah, I just wanted to make it more accessible for everybody to follow along, have a fun time cooking it, all that good stuff. But yeah, that just really just comes down to funding, right? Because I still need to be able to take the photos, hire some of my friends to do the photos for me, edit, compile, get it copy read, and make sure it's just in a format that looks good, looks sellable. And yeah, I plan on also releasing a digital format, as well as a few physical format ones if I can. I hope so. I don't need it to be like a major success, but I would like it to be one of those books. Because again, it's going to be labeled my name, which is "Fuck You, I'm Eating" by Dank AF Productions. So I really do want it to be one of those books that really catches your eye when you're walking through a chapters. Is my wife indigenous? No, she's from the sunny beaches of what do you call it? Abbotsford, British Columbia. Good soup, man. Thank you so much for the fire, dude. I appreciate it. Yo, and I got my Threadless website coming soon as well. So it will have Dank AF and Fuck You, I'm Eating merch. So that is all something I get to... Anybody that's interested will get to be able to do the purchasing of that in the next month or two. Because I still am trying to create different art, as well as maybe try to partner with some of your local community members on here and get them, get their legs into doing t-shirts, get them paid as well. Yoda, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, and Kelly, the only issue that I have is I really wanted like aprons, like aprons and like some like chef gear. So that when you guys are cooking outside, grilling, stuff like that, or having friends over, you can wear that gear, cook for them, have a really good time, and have it be slightly offensive. You know what I mean? Will I ship it out? Most likely, I'm going to get a print on demand first before I can get like physical merch. Because again, if more people jump onto my Patreon, then I'll be able to pay for other things on top of be able to offer recipes and all this extra stuff that's going to be outside of the cookbooks. You're in Ontario? Yeah, right on. Because the best part about Threadless is that it's a Canadian company, so it'll be Canadian first for delivery, which means that we're also going to save money on delivery and ordering rather than it coming from the States. You'll pay shipping for the Dank? Oh man, I appreciate you, baby. Right on, right on. Okay, so I got, the oil is nice and warming. So I'm just going to turn down the heat just a little bit because I don't want it to smoke out. Okay, so then I got my macaroni, nice and mixed. There's a ton of it too, right? So good color, nice and creamy, right? Again, if it's a little bit on the drier side, add a little bit of more mayo, add a little bit of lemon juice, all that stuff, right? Because what you really want to aim for is just, it's savory, it's sweet. Yeah. And it hits just the right amount without being too overpowering on everything else. Okay? Oh, absolutely, man. You're a SkyTrain. Damn. Okay, so for... So again, I really wanted to just kind of do smaller ones. So what I'm going to do is just heaping...
Did you put actual cream in the salad?
I put sour cream. Okay, so what we're going to do is just scoop in just a few at a time and then flatten them out in the pan so that they're not super duper thick, right? And then I'm just going to grab my tongs. You gotta get your little one to bed. Oh man, right on. If you gotta jump out, man, by all means, have a great rest of your night. Have a great time reading your little one a book, you know what I mean?
Where did you put the double in?
I put the double into, I did put cream into the fritters. As opposed to putting milk. Okay, so I'm just actually going to turn the oil down. This seems a little bit on the warm side. So my first fritters are going to be a bit dark. A little bit dark for my taste, but that's okay. Okay. Boom. Yeah, and just here, man, thank you so much for joining the live, man. I'll catch you again. Again, I'll also be back on tomorrow night before we go to my daughter's soccer practice. Okay, but they do smell good. God damn. Hell yeah. So with these, you could go with icing sugar. You can go with honey. In this case, what I'm going to do, since I do have caramel, I'm just going to just cover it with caramel drizzle. Give it that drizzle. Ha-ha! Yeah, yeah. And then what's awesome about this recipe too, it's one of those things where you can actually just take pre-make it the night before. Like if you have friends over, stuff like that. You got kids and like their friends are over. You can make this the night before, put the batter into the fridge, and then fry it up fresh for breakfast in the morning. It goes really great with a nice hit of hot chocolate, or sorry, warm chocolate milk.
Ellie says cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah, cinnamon and sugar also would be fire with these. But I think I'm gonna hit those with some caramel today. Caramel, a little bit of salt, because again, caramel goes really well with apples. So I want to stay on that train. Okay, there we go. Much better. Right, because again, all you're really doing is you're frying up basically like a more dense pancake batter, right?
You guys have a Discord server for your TikTok account?
I do have a Discord server for my TikTok account now.
It's for your Patreon though.
Yes, you can find the link on my Patreon. How are we looking? Yeah, we're almost there on that one. Yeah, these ones are a bit on the darker side for my taste, but that's okay. Just gotta fucking flat. Well, it's because I don't want them to be like as dark. Damn. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that guy, and we're gonna go ahead with slower. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna do 2 at a time, but I'm gonna flatten them out as much as humanly possible, right, to get that really good, even cook time while it rises. Okay, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be like all the way round, all that stuff, right? The best part about desserts are things like this that are imperfect. Ariel, hey man, come on over. You know what I mean? We'll have a plate for you. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, salted caramel apple fritters. Can you, like, damn. Like, that's going to be hectic. Yeah, and they're all the way cooked. Perfect. So as you let these rest, they'll finish up their cook time. Again, it's always really nice to make sure that they are as soft as humanly possible when you do fry them, so you do get that nice even cook time. Is that a flip? Yeah, better. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, much better. Nice.
Liz says, you know what would make those fritters even more day? Score height.
Score bits. Oh, you mean these? All right. All right, Lynn. Damn. You gotta be all, you know what I'm saying? And Ariel, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate you for being here.
How many of those are you making?
Maybe like a small little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna eat some of these later too.
Okay, don't eat them all because I'm sure Liz will.
Say again?
I said don't eat them all because I'm sure Liz will.
Oh yeah. I'll make sure you have a couple for Lynn tomorrow. Okay, so now we're at the right temperature. So I'm gonna do a couple more because our friend on here, Lynn, she'll probably want some tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning to go with her nice morning tea. So we'll go ahead and
Good question. How's your day been? And Kelly says show the camera.
there we go. Oh, G-Fam. Yo, it's been going real good, man. really nice, productive day. As it is. How are you? How's your Monday? All right.
Do you have something that we can give the baby?
Okay. Right, that's the thing right there. I just cracked this open, so I'm just gonna just throw that back in just for a couple more seconds, just to get that dough finished. 'Cause I know it's a little under.
Maybe just give her a little bit.
Pasta salad? Absolutely. Here we go. Heck yeah. Here we are. Yeah, now we're at that right temperature where it's supposed to be like just kind of searing it. Yeah, and that's again the problem with doughs this dense is that you got to make sure it's all the way cooked to the core. So it's always good to check. You had a job interview for security? Right on, man. Yeah, we got a homeboy that does security. Are you guys going to be like doing like the nighttime security, or are you doing just daytime security at a spot? But congrats on that. That's awesome. Yeah, because we got a homeboy. He does. I think it's only nighttime security, if I'm not mistaken. Bit of both day and night. Nice. You're going to be doing that. You're up. Lambo's back. He's in.
She says it's too spicy for her tongue.
Oh, what? Okay. Okay. I will have to figure something out.
Okay.
Maybe I'll make her a sandwich. Yeah, that's a power nap. Hella power nap. Sleep is good though. All right. That's better. Here we go. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that low temp. Better. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Belva, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Hey, man. Hey, Hobbit, thank you so much. We always trying out here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's, one of the things that bothered me about the lives, especially like the cooking ones, not a lot of them interacted with a lot of the comments, right? Since I have such a low followers list and not a lot of people come on live. There's some days where I get over 100, but in days like this, smaller crowd, I can interact with all of you. This makes a lot more sense to me. But look at that. That's the right crisp. Nice and puffy, all that good stuff.
Nutella sandwich.
A Nutella sandwich? Okay.
Um,
Gonna turn off the thing. Just warm up some bread real quick.
I get what she means.
It's like too spicy?
Oh, you can taste the pepper.
Ah, okay. Oilers starting soon. Nutella sandwich made with fritters. Damn. Yo, that would be just gnarly. Okay, so I got these fritters on here, just finishing up. Now I'm just going to go ahead. When I pull these, I'm gonna just push this to the back, and then I'm gonna get onto the pork, and we're pretty much on the final stretch here, guys. Okay, so I got my potato salad right there. Boom. Again, this is just because it was such a nice day out, sunny, but not like screeching hot. It's a great day for a picnic, so I decided this is the most like gnarly picnic kind of meal that you can have while you sit down in the grass. You know what I mean? Oilers got decimated last round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last game I think they
Yeah.
lost.
I remember one of my coworkers was watching it, and he was like, golly, that was a thrashing. Good on both sides, but yeah, Oilers got whooped. It is. The fritters are frying. Here is the fritters. Right? I'm going to cover these with a little bit of caramel, pinch of salt. Yeah, but you can see the apples kind of coming through, nice and fluffy all the way through.
Can you pass me a paper towel?
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, stop moving.
Am I sweating?
You're glistening.
I am glistening. Oh no.
If you weren't sure how hot it is in our house, he was sweaty. He needed to be toweled.
I do sweat a lot though. You should see me in Mexico. My God. I just look like I'm pouring a liter of water on myself all day. All right, so I got these nice fritters are all done up. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my caramel drizzle. Right, because again, they're warm. They're just gonna melt. Right, which is what you want. You want it to be nice and glazy. Super, super gnarly. Okay. Yeah, son. Even the burnt ones, I'm gonna just go ahead with that.
Apparently it's called highlighter, or you're shining bright like a diamond.
Shining bright like a diamond. Yo, 24 degrees in the house, yes. Au natural. Abdul Hassan, what's good, man? How you doing today? Right, so I got these covered in a little bit of caramel, all right? Nothing too serious. All right, so then I'm gonna get some nice kosher salt, just a light sprinkling. Again, nothing too serious. Boom, just like that. Wham. All right, so caramel fritters, right? Apple caramel fritters, which is dope, right? And then because of
Lambo says you gotta make dank dessert for him too.
oh yeah, because of Lynn's request, we're gonna go ahead and hit these things with some of that score bar pieces. Right, Lynn, you better be down to eat some of these tomorrow, dude. I swear to God. Oh yeah, Lambo, for sure you're gonna get some of that dankness, man. All right. So then I got my desserts done. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead with my pork. The pork itself has now been resting for approximately about 25 minutes. Hell yeah. Right, we got a good amount of that fat content.
Evie wants to make sure her sandwich is coming.
It's coming, honey.
She can't wait for longer.
Oh, I know. You have to give me a second, honey. Okay. Sorry.
It is elbow macaroni with vegetables. Well, it's swirly macaroni.
It's Kaptavi. Kaptavi, the sexier of the macaroni's
Twistier.
cousins. Yeah, the more stripper-like of the macaroni cousins.
Lynn's gonna do a live review for you.
Hey, you gonna do that review? I appreciate it. Haha. All right, so then I'm just gonna whip up this Nutella sandwich for my little one
Before she
explodes.
I'm going to right now. I'm not actually going to do it.
Okay. Boom. Here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
salt that wrong.
You had elbow macaroni soup with veg, right on. Fried hot dog for supper. So gonna have to see this. Oh man, yo, ain't nothing wrong with cut up and fried hot dogs. I swear to God. You know what I mean? That's some of my favorite things. All right, so for this, where's my shiv at? There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slice off just a little bit, just an end. Oh yeah, you got some of that crackling right there. Damn. Okay, how's the center? Yes, sir. All right, so that's the cook on it. Right, you can see it like dripping from fat. That's what I like looking for, so I'm going to just take a good piece of this loin right here. Okay. Okay, and we're just going to slice that off onto some macaroni. So, what we're going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead, do it as rustic as you want. Also, to this recipe, I forgot to say, you could also boil off and just do some hard-boiled eggs. Throw that in here.
Oh, you did mention that previously.
Oh, did I?
About in a potato salad.
Oh, okay. Well, when it comes to like cold or cool cold salads, I do recommend some hard-boiled eggs. Goes the distance on things like this. Right? It's a good way to pack in just a little bit of extra protein. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead with that. That. Okay, so then slice off a little bit of that. And then you just slice this guy right across the grain. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Right at the end, you have those nice pork tips. Right. So that. Right. Serve it barbecue style. Okay. So you got that. Leave in 2 hours. Hey. No worries, Lambo, man. Thank you so much for joining. If you do got to peace out, have a great rest of your week. I hope it's nice and busy for you. You get some rest. And George, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Okay, so I got barbecue right there. Boom, nice. And nice, fresh, and soft. We're going to go ahead just with the finish of, here we go, some of that Diana sauce. And there we go. So we got picnic style dinner. So it's your macaroni salad, some slow roasted pork loin, right? Hit with some of that Diana's rib sauce. Boom. And then for dessert, we got these nice caramel apple fritters, right? Topped off with a little bit of caramel, a little bit of them score bar bits. Yeah. And that's that. Hell yeah. Ghost, yeah, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, again, that's pretty much, I think we're at the end of the road. So thank you so much for joining me on this live. I appreciate you guys for always coming up and pulling through. But as usual, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, anything like that, go ahead. Hit me in the DMs. I'm more than happy to answer anything that you guys have as well. If you guys haven't already, hit that follow button. It helps me out a lot. And if you guys can, go into my link tree. It's in the description in my page, and check out my YouTube channels. You guys can hit me on some of the subscribes on that. It would help me out dearly, as well as every Friday I am uploading all the replays from these TikTok lives. So if you guys missed a recipe or anything like that, yeah, go ahead, hit a subscribe, hit the follow. And check that out. Yeah, and then on my link tree as well, if you guys want to support this page without giving gifts on TikTok, because I know sometimes people just don't want to put their credit card onto the TikTok, you can always go into my link tree.
How long and what temp?
Pork, how long? It was 2.5 hours, 325. Yeah, but what I was saying, yeah, go to my link tree if you guys want to. Hit me with a coffee, or even better, if you guys want any of the recipes, I'm now posting all of those things directly onto my Patreon. So if you guys want to support anything that we do here on this page or on my YouTube channels, yo, join up and join the community, all right? Can I make shawarma? Absolutely. Barry, I'll put that on my list and we will do another shawarma episode. Hands down, brother. All right, but anyways, you guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll catch you again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, all right? Catch y'all then.